I can't believe Helen's gone. We're never going to get a sequel to Terror on Monarch.
Ебать. Нихуя себе. Ебать. Именно на 86. Хоть хлама.
Oh, hey, kid! Hey, Canyon! I know this place. It's where they did Free Range Fixer.
I smite you in the name of the law! This place stinks of philosophism.
О,
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
My friend, there's no need for that kind of behavior.
Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been warning, ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctions. Side effects from extended exposure include dizziness, nausea, and hypothesizing potential side effects from herb consumption. Most likely outcome.
Fruitful and productive welcome, brother. I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. We indoctrinate people in the back. Oh, with that said, I'd love to involve you in one of my productivity seminars. Absolutely not. Any statements by Ms. Helen about us were blown out of proportion and all. Excuse me. I seem to be remembering something that never happened. Whatever. Yes, I understand the pressure of one's employment all too well. We've lately been looking into more ways. But you needn't worry about how this little conversation is affecting my livelihood. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you. Oh? I'm surprised. We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. What would you... I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why, I've been at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. In fact, I haven't visited the Colonials since I arrived several weeks ago.
She said I must burn away the old me in order to be transformed. I can feel myself.
Hello, welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's private prosperity. Least, that's what I keep telling myself. Oh, terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the Prophet appreciates. But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my buyout. Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to... I'm actually not entirely certain. It was a surreptitious visit that stood out because it was surreptitious. Whoever it was must have... At least that's the only reason I can think of for intentionally keeping things... Well, by and large, no. But something a few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take... At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I was here, at the retreat in the company of the which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the Prophet. Who will, I'm... Actually, before you go, I noticed the Prophet dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly... human-shaped. I think so. I could have, but I generally don't have the time or... The Prophet hasn't been herself lately. But if I misinterpreted the situation and reported her...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Identifying. Scanning. No. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size, these prints were error. Recalibrating. These footprints were... Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Detected. Additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, a person scanning for other details. Only a... No sign of struggle or evidence of wildlife.
On you. I won't. the weak perish.
Wonder what they use this bunker for.
О!
Sometimes violence is the only way.
Welcome. I'm delighted to extend my desire. Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special seminar on not needlessly implicating the person who... It was a bundle of clothing, brother. Even productivity geniuses... yes. I suppose the more... I had a visitor, yes. But as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee... Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that... Well, I suppose that does complicate... Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision, because... Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump? That all sounds like hearsay, brother. Perhaps your humors are off balance and... I'm pleased that you... The compound they're treated with is my own invention. Design... Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the... Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly... So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. After that, I entered a... less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged... Laws, no. I hate guns. If I ever wanted to kill someone on purpose, I would have used a blunt... Do you jest? The guests at the Colonial eat no shortage of strange things, but I think... Besides, the hotel is ridiculously far. I couldn't have made it all that way. I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I... And here I was, beginning to think you wouldn't even accuse me of anything. That is, you found me out, Inspector. Perhaps. The retreat has been flagging in the bit department for some time. My many enemies would salivate at the thought of... Even if you think I'm mad, it doesn't matter. None of this does. Yes, I think that's smart.
Inspector. Ms. Leva earned that title, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The Prophet business has... So, tell me... She wants to be arrested. That's not the kind of behavior I expect from a suspect. Does the Prophet strike... Arresting the Prophet could spell the end of her career. But that's a sacrifice. Thank you for the update, Inspector.
You're here. I hope you have the photon pro... Ask me anything at all. Oh, have you now? Tampering? No, no, no. I just happened to be passing through the kitchen and saw a dish that looked good. What? That damned bellhop promised discretion. Well, if you must know, it's, an appetite suppressant. How do you think I keep my form so lithe? Terror gland? Oh, well, there's... Maybe I just wanted to see what was in it. Oh, law. What a... As it so happens, I may not have had the terror gland acquired for personal use. But before you indict me, please, just listen. I wasn't... Lie is such a strong word. But even if I had chosen to poison myself, terror glands aren't supposed to be lethally poisonous. They're supposed to cause extreme... She would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die. And even then, it would be an extent... No, really, you must listen. I only wanted her to be incapacitated during the Brown unveiling. With her out of... Please think twice about telling the administrator of my misdeeds. A bit cart? You're going to place my future well-being on which...
Inspect. Excellent. Oh, I am disappointed. I'd always believed Mr. Woolrich a man. I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer...
You're not allowed up with no appointment. Unless you want to chat with some guards.
Well now, this is I'm torn. I despise rudeness toward Eileen, who is entirely invaluable to Slug. Now then, hear from...
Another murder? Drunk Raptidons? Black Hole Birdie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Stop. Did you now? You're confident they were Slug agents and not, I don't know,
Slug uniforms do seem to go missing from the hotel laundry with
The real question is, why would someone want thugs to get their hands on Slug gear?
I suspect...
But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation. Oh, that's good. That's very good, Inspector.
So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task.
Well, that's settled. I assume you'll want to know where I was.
Let's see. Torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the night. An excellent question. I had his body dropped off the edge of the land complex. I'm not sure what happened to it from there, scientifically speaking. Maybe you'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie. Which, as I said, you should not. If it helps, however, you might consider pursuing... Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon? Why, Inspector, that's terrible. Besides, given how long she was likely to live and continue working, I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I have a mystery of my own to solve. You may very well want to. This particular trouble strikes me as not unrelated. Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing. I'm not sure that the thefts began mere days before Helen's untimely demise is... I'm not a man who believes in happenstance, Inspector. Do tell Ludovico when you get a chance, please. Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads. Me, scheming in my office, preparing to... You do recall, Inspector, that I'm not to be trusted? You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but... No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This copy of TK contains 100. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space.
You figured that out just by looking at it?
Inspector, please consider speaking into the device. Ominous threat transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed.
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
Timeline discrepancy detected. A cursory fingerprint analysis shows this display case was recently... The fingerprints belong to Cedric. Confirmed. The grip has been modified for a specific wheel. Additionally, the plasma rifle sights a...
Oh, admiring my rifle. Had it custom fitted by a woman on Monarch.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listener. Due to the high level of foot traffic in this area, based on the accumulated mix of sludge and detritus,
You're the inspector, aren't you? Boss can... Gosh, this is so neat. A real-life inspector. What's that like? Right, of course. That's the weird part. There's no pattern far as I ask you, who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice Sabers, so dull they can barely cut mud? Ugh, who'd be desperate enough to... Ugh, nanner spank. Don't spit in my mouth and tell me it's banana flavored. Then there's the most recent theft. 5 boxes of pens and a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sadder. Wow, I guess you take this stuff pretty personal. Everyone here at Freight Storage and Processing, for a start. Best I can figure, it's probably... As for who has access there, Benton Chan? Could be. Those things'll break if you... That's Benton's area, but don't... Last time I asked him to check the automechs, the whole head told me he couldn't... Yeah, especially when he kept shouting, "Dead people can't hear it!" On the bright side, I'm sure the dead won't mind. Hopefully, you're... Oh,
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming. The standard defensive protocol has been modified. For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by... Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal... Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently... There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log...
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully operational. How can this automechanic...
You got it, Cap.
Failsafe successfully. Ejecting data log 17C. Apologies. This unit does... Unit entering...
All right, I'm on the move. This port seems real busy. I wonder if they're trying to compete with the Groundbreaker.
Inspector.
Do I?
Constable Keene? Am I right to think this wasn't a workplace... It seems murder is becoming an unsettling trend. Thank you for informing me of Constable Keene's passing. When you... We may have been on opposite sides of the law on occasion, but we were not enemies. Maria was a decent soul, and law knows those are in short supply around. I'm also saddened to have lost an occasional drinking, but... No. But let's discuss something else. Do you... Ooh, I love this... What makes you... Damn, you're good. Hacking the Automex. So that was our skimmer's game. A cover-up. I see. The random I must say, Inspector, you've... Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed... Okay, that's very impressive. Don't ever touch me again. Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half? Not quite, Inspector. That listening device belonged. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with Yes. You'll recall the thefts began in the week leading up to her death. Plenty of time to hack an automechanical and program it to steal. Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. This is a betrayal. Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the... It's as you said before. She's dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not. Oh, that is good, Inspector. Now you are thinking in the manner you must if you intend to get... I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will...
Inspector. Closely. That doesn't surprise me. Cedric practically stole his way to Eridanos. He'll do everything in his... With that in mind, do you think Cedric... No motive. That's disappointing. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. His line of work is dangerous, though. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable. I've been... Tell me, Inspector. I beg your pardon. There's nothing to prove. I don't understand. Are you trying to make... I expect you to deliver the name of Helen's killer. I expect you to deliver results in... We're done. Your services... I'm defensive, Inspector, because I'm under attack. I am a... You're convinced I murdered Halcyon Helen. Are you insane, or do you take me for a fool? No. Wait, don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped my alarm. And my The distillery is under attack. Someone's after me, Inspector. I need you over here. Now. Damn it. Someone's interfering with my
Whoever the real killer is, I got a feeling they're going after Mr. Ludovic.
I guess, if we have to. Getting kind of...
From the depths of Terra 2 to the heights of Era... Whoever is attacking the distillation station is offering us a chance.
Ой, 28.
gosh, it's actually kind of cheerful. Almost makes you forget they're probably hiding a terrible secret in there.
Did I?
Ja, tak, jasno.
It's you. I had a feeling you'd catch up to me sooner or later, Inspector. I was just hoping you'd find me standing over the administrator's corpse.
What in law's name? Halcyon Helen, how are you still alive?
Oh, is that Ludovico I hear? Perfect. I'm so glad. Coming from anyone else, I might have scoffed. But you? I can believe. I've heard about you and your ship, Hawthorne. You're one of the few competent people left in this colony. Halcyon Helen was never one person. I shared this role with my...
That must have been her sister in the ballroom. I can't imagine what she's going through.
Is your whole life predicated on...
Linda and I were the best kept secret in the business. Nobody could tell us apart. And certainly not a peevish... So when I discovered the truth, when I realized what Ludovic...
I have no regrets. I did exactly what... I'd do it again if it means defending Halcyon's future.
Tell the truth, Ludovico. There's nothing safe about Spectrum Brown. You want to infest this entire colony with those disgusting
They're not parasites. These creatures are symbiotic. The symbiotes evoke a feeling of joy in their host. A bliss so pure. Oh, don't you see, Inspector? I want to bring joy. Wait, hear me out. I'm not the only one with blood on my hands. But what about Helen? What about all the innocent people
No one I crossed off was innocent. Have you met Dr. Blossom? She was practically a reptile. A cold-blooded psychopath who... Leora Blossom wasn't a person. She was a weapon in Ludovico's arsenal. The mascot was a spy working for Ludovico. He was ordered to keep an eye on...
You're being paranoid. I barely knew.
Don't try to deny it. Anywhere Belinda and I went, that mascot was there, just watching us with those cold... That doesn't surprise me at all. He was on Ludovico, Dr. Leora Blossom, Maria Keene, that flackwit of a mascot. I went through them. She was on Ludovico's side. When she realized I was alive, she refused to... I gave Maria a chance. I told her about Belinda. Maria had a duty to her company, and I had a duty to Belinda. We both did what we had. You know what you need to do. Help me avenge Belinda. Help me put...
Don't listen to her. Listen to me. Throw in with Helen and you destroy Halcyon's... Think of the future, Inspector. A lifetime of...
Wow. I can't believe we're running with help.
We don't have a lot of time. We need...
Not so fast. I've sealed... I'm sorry to do this to you, Inspector. Truly I am. If it's any consolation, Helen has brought some remarks. Goodbye, Inspector. Helen.
Damn it. He sealed us in, but I think I know another way out.
Куда торопиться-то?
Head through that door. There's another way out. Looks like he sealed the door. Try throwing that switch down there. That should get us through. Nice work. We're close to the exit. We made it. We may have put a stop to Ludovico's operations, but he's still at large. Oh, surprisingly rude. Oh, right. Fine. I'll keep this professional. Meet me at the penthouse suite. See you soon, Inspector.
Ого. Духота.
It's strange. When you walk through that door, I half expected to see Belinda. Belinda and I practically shared a life. Losing her feel... I appreciate the sympathy, Inspector. Thank you. We shut down Ludovico's distillation plant, but he's not gonna sit idly by. If he can't use Spectrum Brown... I stole this formula from Dr. Blossom, a failed prototype of Spectrum Brown. Look at this. The This is Halcyon. Everyone's already miserable. Little more. We're going to need 2 ingredients. A sample of essence of Sprat. Cedric's warehouse in the Perea spaceport almost certainly carries a batch of Sprat essence. As for... I'm glad one of us is an expert. Most of what I know is based on Dr. Blossom's... Sprats have an adaptive immune system. They don't suffer from the diseases and parasites they carry. It's one reason Dr. Blossom experimented with Sprats and accidentally discovered a way to become immune to the You're a scientist and an inspector? I borrowed a centrifuge from the research lab. Use the ingredient... I'm glad I could count on your expertise. Once you're finished, head to the pilot house. We'll hijack the control system and disperse the... Are you worried I'm gonna shoot you in... All right. Here. You take good care of my Needler, and it'll take... There is one other thing. I know Cedric. There's nothing he wants more... Best of luck, Inspector.
Something's burning!
Hear something? Maybe.
Something's bunning me out! Ah! What could that have been? Something's bunning me out!
I'll make my way there.
Real funny! Giving me the oh, I just wanted to make you smile!
Heading back.
Ah.
We're pretty good at this.
Oh, how'd you get in here alive? You
Inspector, you made it. I'm afraid you may find the spaceport is at the moment. Regardless, you must have some... With Helen, you don't... I'd forgotten how disarming your sense of humor is. This anti-parasitic, it would restore my people... Well, I'll take my people's probable cure over there. Coincidentally enough, Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman, you remember her? There's a package on the desk in her office. You're quite... Now then, is there... Regardless. Oh, my. You mean... It's an ambitious plan. But tell me... Always best to make sure a man has a better nature before you appeal to it. You can expect slug support. I'll arrange for my agents to meet you at the distillation. Don't... As thrilled as I am to assist you in taking down Lou, we have buried... I imagine you have a plan for getting out of the... Are you really? I'll admit, I'm awfully fond of my agent. Thank you.
Ugh, essence of sprat? Why would anybody keep a vial of... Never mind, I don't want to know.
I'll show you how to get funny! Oh yeah, that's
Greeting protocols. Phaeton is affirmative. Incoming message from Rizzo's distillation station.
What have you done? What in law's name have you done? You hijacked our atmosphere. Are you trying to kill us all? No. I'm not going to let you destroy everything I've built. I can still fix this. I can undo the damage you've done.
End.
I knew you...
Wonder what they were storing down here. Were they getting ready for the launch of Spectrum Realm?
from me! Never felt that
Пиздец, блядь. Ёбаная хуйня, блядь.
This place. I can't hear you.
Not gonna let no one bring me down. This reeks of...
Back behind you!
What a... I hear something. That'll fit. What could... to make you smile. I hear something. I just want to be your friend. Good in my life. Something's bumming me out. I hear something. Maybe. What? Oh yeah, that's funny.
Get off!
I just want to be your friend.
That seems dangerous.
I just wanted to make you smile.
Look at us!
Everything we've seen, I can't imagine what we're going to find in there.
Yes, I know you're hungry. Be patient. Just a guest. Welcome. You and I are standing in the presence of royal... I know what you've done. Hijacked Phaeton. You think you've saved this colony. All you've done. And...
Most decidedly not.
Not even...
Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to feed you to... Don't be afraid. She can... Your Highness. Dinner is served. Wait. No, not me. Them! Merciful law. Stop!
Нихуя себе. Что ты делаешь, маленький?
Alive.
You made it. I guess happy customers really are repeat customers. Here, this is a golden ticket. Good for one free tour of the Purpleberry Orchards. This is my... That's a reasonable point, friend. But I do regret the untimely demise of our brood. Oh, that's what I call the slug I've bonded with. It's gonna be a part of me until I pass through the... Sounds like what you need is a passenger...
Incoming!
Кто такой, хуй знает.
I must have dreamed up 100 different ways to kill Ludovico. I'll be honest, eaten alive by... I'm grateful for your help. I mean that. I can see that. I imagine this moment would be a little more cathartic. There isn't gonna be an... Thank you for your help.
Ludovico was eaten by a giant slug? What an absolute tragedy.
Что это такое? Лучи. Дробовик.
I have received a transmission from Roseway. Welcome back. I have received a transmission from Roseway.
What? Oh, is this on? Oh, it's on. I'll keep this short, lest I get caught. Please return to Roseway as soon as you can. I have an item of great... Now, how does this blasted thing...
The transmission is... See you... Welcome. How can I help? Welcome. During your absence, unfortunately, my understanding of the facts is limited. Yes, Captain. Thank you. Administrator Ludovico killed Halcyon. Mr. Ludovico had the audacity to hire you to solve This information is valuable to me. How... May...
Кто такой был, бля?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Physical analysis revealed chemical.
И зачем мне это надо? Вот он.
Inspector. Oh, how curious. I wonder if this has something to do with the autopsy process. But as soon as I cut her open... What? Rather harmless on its own. My apologies. Inspector.
Нахуй ты мне звонила, блядь? Пиздец, блядь. Чё за бред, блядь?
So then I told him, oh, ha ha ha, that tickles. Welcome back. How can I? Mm-hmm. We're in orbit over Cascadia, Captain.
I'm going.
Now this is a wild wasteland. Danger and adventure. They'll surely await us.
There's an awful lot of rustling and growling out there, Captain. Here they go!
Nice hit!
Okay! Be right there!
Без шансов вообще.
That's with us!
We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting.
Hey, hold on there. Don't think I've seen you around. Wait, don't go just... On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest south... Aw, don't please... Business? Well, Mr. Sandra will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters... Oh, and if you're headed that way... I got this Rizzo's Rangers tossball poster coming in on the next... Only I haven't heard anything in a while. Thanks.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of getting so I can't tell the... Don't interrupt. But I gotta get in there. Get right in that baby wrap. Shit, I don't know what I'd do. Right. What are you staring? If you think this is drunk, sit. Partake. I mean... What are you doing? Well. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of... I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. Well, they work.
Velma seem out of sorts to you? She's always cranky. No, I mean more than usual. Wouldn't know. I made it a point.
If Velma's capable of... Hello, dearie. What can Auntie... And what a helpful young man you are. Who's your lucky friend? I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclast, our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special... Oh, it's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd... Now I've gone and said too much, and you know... If so, I would love to know where. Sublight. Believe me, there's no... Dr. Williams managed the town's allotment. Well, this certainly isn't worth my good health. I'll get you a dose, but there, and good riddance. That's the last help. If Velma...
Could I get another advance, Mr. Knox?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
Yeah.
More or less dangerous than a steady... Great. Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked it. We'll be going south and west. Mostly along the road till we're past Fall. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. That said, three's already a crowd.
Long as you've got my back, I'll have yours. Welcome.
So you keep Monarch safe, huh? That's... real honorable work, Miss Yoga.
Oh, no. Monarch ain't safe, even with me around. I've just got intimate knowledge of its dangers and an abundance of fortitude. Folks hire me because I know what...
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries. What can I... You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to... I still don't know anything about it. But if you want to help him... But I'll warn you. Hello.
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse? Not that I got any priors.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most... Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or a man. So I can talk to him, of course.
I reckon she's got a little bit of...
He's sort of the straw. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with it. Would you? I'd appreciate that so much. Maybe don't tell him I wanted you to ask. Just that you met this really nice lady named Celia, and she seemed... Oh. He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercise. Not in Stellar Bay. Besides, a man with a... Sorry, some...
Hey, Val.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up. Did she now? Well, I can see I was mistaken. Because if Catherine hope you can forgive my temper. This job... First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now... This again? I swear, this is the last... You can tell Grimm his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better... That about... She runs the betting parlor across the way. She asked me about the poster once. Damn... Fine.
You're the new face. Wow. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a hammer. I'd heard they'd gotten a new hacker. Is that why everyone's making such a fuss about you? Ha! Maybe we're not. So, what can I do? Signed by the Black Hole himself. There's no way I could pass. Why, did you want to see it? I don't have it yet. I'm waiting on a few customers to pay up before I can give Velma the bit. You really think he'd do that? I never would have figured. Fine. Tell Velma that I don't want the poster anymore. Graham's always filling the airwaves with... All it means is the tossball games get to us in fragments.
I'd give you a friendly...
Who spat in your spirits, Velma?
You notice my mood? I'm surprised you can see...
I could be seeing triple and I'd still think you're being unkind.
Will you try wrangling half a ton of dead fish with deck... Anyway. Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals. But he has creative notions. I can't keep working double shifts either. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra drugs he's been taking. Something else on your... Sure can. If you want to... I got a feeling you and Catherine would get on like tumors on a pig. Take the poster then. And if I never hear...
Have you had time? Would you look at that? The Rizzo's logo is nice. I can't thank you enough. Still, you can have the... And you know what? Take my old tossball blocker too. Never get the chance to use it these days.
Sir. Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know. Oh, I just knew you were a good person. Agnes, I said, this is the man. He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and...
Oh, law, Captain. A young... You ain't wrong, but if he hasn't made it to Amber Heights by now...
Please. Thank you. Oh, you look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think.
Help! Someone's been killed! I think I'm gonna be... I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, sorry. Just spoke me, was all. Even Stellar Bay ain't safe these days. What's the world coming to?
Got any news from the rest of the house yet? Whatever you do, don't... Watch your step if you venture outside the walls.
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a... Braxton, I've never even heard of a No! Okay! Braxton always has a good stash, and I just like to let loose a little. Stop thinking about the marauders and the... He told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. Whole family had fallen sick, and he... So...
I'll be straight with you. Folk who disappear in the wilderness generally aren't able to come back. Don't get your hopes up.